Alrighty, good afternoon. Thank you for those who have joined us for today's webinar. Today, we're going to be talking about how field service management software has evolved over time and how tools like SAWin and Blue Folder can help you all continue to drive business to your business, as well as ensure that you all get the most out of your workday when it comes to your admins in the office, as well as folks out there in the field. So if you don't know me, my name is Darrell. I work here at SAWin and Blue Folder. I am an account executive. I've been an account executive here for a little bit over a year. And my goal has always been to increase the brand recognition, brand awareness of these two brands, primarily on the SAWin side, but Blue Folder is also a brand that we manage here within the Full Steam Field Services Group. And so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, once again, the evolution of these brands, but really the evolution of the field services software. So when we start looking at field service, right, field service started a little bit over about 4 years ago. And when I say field service software, it started around that time as we were starting to digitize the current workflow of a home service or a service-based business that's looking to generate jobs, to generate estimates to go out there to the field. Now, one of the things that we found that has been super helpful when having software is the visibility into how the business is performing, not having to wait until the end of the month or the end of the week as you are reconciling the records. But you're also seeing that there's a clear delineation between if you're performing well with a good profit margin, right, a good profit, or if you're struggling and you're bleeding money and you need to tie those loose ends to ensure that you guys are continuing to generate business as well as remain profitable, because that's why you're in business, right, to turn a profit. And so as we've seen the evolution of software, it went from providing with tools based off of the internet to evolving more into an app-based program that allows you to log into this program anywhere in the world. Now, when we first started out, it was all on a CD or on a floppy disk or on a hard disk, in which you had to install on your computer, and it was locally hosted. It wasn't hosted in the cloud. The cloud wasn't around at that time. But when we start thinking about where it is today, where most folks aren't having to manage their own servers, they're not having to update these servers, they're really relying on the cloud, whether it's Azure or AWS or any cloud software that's out there, or cloud programs or servers that are out there. We use these as a way to be able to connect to our software in a faster manner without having to worry about if our servers are up and running and up to date to support our business function, as well as the load that we put onto that software. So as we see that transition over from softwares into a cloud-based program, we see now the flexibility of companies to be able to not only grow locally, but grow from a regional, state, region, as well as from a national standpoint, and even international if that's something that you all do. Now, SAWin is primarily focused on the service-based businesses that are in residential, commercial, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, you name it. But we've worked in over 9 different verticals: commercial food equipment, your roofing, your cleaning, your landscaping, your lawn care, you name it, right? SAWin's focused on that, whereas Blue Folder has been more of the industrial, mechanical, as well as being able to manage the side of the business that is, a smaller subset of customers that need a way to be able to categorize and have CRM functions that allow them to continue to grow their business with Blue Folder. Now, both of these brands are very similar in a lot of ways, right? There's scheduling, there's dispatching, there is invoicing, there is payments, there is a way to be able to manage your customers and their history and the equipment in which we're servicing. So very similar tools, but what we find is that customers that need more of an inventory control, they need a customer portal, they need access to their systems in a cloud-based function, whether it be HVAC, plumbing, or electrical. We see that SAWin is taking the majority of that. On the side of Blue Folder, we've also seen them be more in the commercial food equipment, more into property management, as well as a residential and commercial space, depending on the size of the company. Now, both of these brands are really heavily focused on working with customers more on the small to medium-sized business. We do have a few other brands that we represent here within the Field Services Group that are more on the enterprise franchise level, but these are going to be more of the small to medium-sized businesses that are really looking to put a tool in place that allows them to grow and scale their business and see the various approaches that companies have grown their business, whether they're tapping into the network of the SAWin customer base or the Blue Folder customer base. We've been able to see that growth over the period of time, not only since I've been here, but since their inception. Now, when we start thinking about the evolution of these tools and why it's important to your field techs, is it empowers them to be not only available out there in the field, but aware of the jobs that have been scheduled, the materials that they need to go out there to that job. They're not having to go back and forth to the headquarters. They're able to open an app, see exactly what they need, go to a parts warehouse, and then go and fulfill that job, complete that job, invoice that job, and get paid that much faster. Before, dealing with paperwork, you had to write all these things down. You had to take it to the office. The office would handle the invoicing, and then from the invoicing side, they would then turn that into an invoice that they can mail out to the customer, or they can email out to the customer, but it wasn't integrated within a solution. And so that's why these tools are starting to gain a lot more traction, especially in the year 2025. If you're a service-based business that's really looking for a software to help you not only grow your company, but give you the transparency and visibility into your day, save you hours of work, whether it's paperwork at the end of the day, end of the week, saving you time when it comes to receiving your payments, SAWin and BlueFolder are going to be those tools. What I would love for you to do is take the time to reach out to our team. I'm going to provide some information in the description below. Whether you're reaching out to SAWin brand or the BlueFolder brand, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear and understand what are some of the needs that you have when it comes to software. We are constantly evolving a tool which we call SAWin Core, and we really want to bring that to the market here very, very soon. But BlueFolder is a very simple system that allows you to get out and started running super fast. Not only does BlueFolder offer a trial, but it can get you up and running in a timely manner, whether you're waiting on the implementation to help you set up the system or you're tech savvy, you can go ahead and get that and hit the ground running. The reason why SAWin does not have a trial is because it's a lot more complex, has a lot more features and a lot more connections to the things in which you all do on a daily basis. And so what we want to make sure that we're doing is we're setting it up right the first time so that as you all start to use the platform, you start to use it in a way that benefits you both in the office and in the field. One of the biggest forms of feedback that I've gotten from our customers is we listen to them and we want to continue to evolve as they evolve as a company. And the way in which we do that is we hold sessions where we're sitting down with our beta groups and our alpha groups to understand, hey, what are some of the things that you're experiencing? What things would you like to see? What things would you like not to see moving forward? And the more we can do that, the more we're listening to them, the more they feel like they're being heard and we're putting things into practice. We're actually installing these things within the program, and it's giving us a lot more connection with our customers as they stick around and continue to grow with us as SAWin and BlueFolder grow as the two brands here. Now, I am an account executive. I'm here to help you all better understand these tools, better understand how they can continue to drive you business, bring folks to your door, have folks search you and find you on Google or Yelp or any of these other sites. And the way in which we do that is we also help you all with best practices. It's not just about the software, what the software can do, but how do we share the industry trends? How do we share what's happening within the industry and how you can benefit from those things without having to see your competition do it and you're playing catch up, right? So please reach out to us. There's going to be some information below. That'll be our contact information. Feel free to call our 800 number, or you can reach out to us at our emails to request a demo, a live demo. We do all of our demos live. We want to make sure that you're talking to a live individual. I'm not AI. I am a real person here in our office here in the Houston, Texas area. And we want you to speak to an individual that can answer your questions, that can steer you in the right direction, that can give you some best practices, but most importantly, see you as the profitable business that you are and help you grow more into that profitable business as we go through the year of 2025. We wanted to keep this one short because we also have a few more webinars that we're going to be releasing here in the coming weeks. So feel free to reach out to us. Feel free to connect with us online, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, the whole nine. We'd love to hear from you once again. Provide us with some feedback. What are some of the things that you're experiencing with your current tool? Maybe SAWin and BlueFolder can help you alleviate that. We want to do away with the pain, right? At the end of the day, you are a business that needs to run and needs to run efficiently. And if you're running into some issues with your platform, maybe it's laggy, maybe it's slow, maybe it doesn't update your information, maybe it doesn't connect to QuickBooks the way in which you need it to. Give us a call, shoot us an email, let's schedule time to sit down and talk, and I promise you we'll have a solution for you. Thank you once again. My name is Darrell. Thank you once again. And once again, if you are interested in learning more about our brands, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Bye for now.